The
GAZ-21
Volga is one of the most iconic and recognizable cars ever produced in the Soviet Union, symbolizing not only the progress of the Soviet automobile industry but also the aspirations of an entire generation. Introduced in the mid-1950s and produced until the early 1970s, the GAZ-21 was designed by the Gorky automobile plant to replace the earlier GAZ-M20 Volga. The car quickly became a cultural icon, remembered today as a classic representation of Soviet design and engineering. The GAZ-21 Volga stood out from the very beginning because of its stylish exterior. The designers drew inspiration from Western cars of the era, especially American sedans, giving it a modern and elegant appearance compared to its predecessor. The car featured smooth lines, a tall roofline, large chrome details, and the famous star-like emblem on the grille. One of its most memorable elements was the hood ornament depicting a leaping deer, which became a symbol of the Volga brand itself. This small yet striking detail gave the car a sense of prestige and class that set it apart from most vehicles on Soviet roads. Under the hood, the GAZ-21 was equipped with a four-cylinder engine that went through several modifications over the years, ranging from 2.4 liters with around 70 to 80 horsepower depending on the model. While these numbers may seem modest by modern standards, the Volga was considered powerful and reliable in its time. It was able to reach speeds of up to 130 km per hour, which was more than sufficient for the road conditions of the Soviet Union in the 1960s. The car was built on a solid chassis, with a robust suspension system designed to handle rough and unpaved roads, something very common in the USSR at the time. Its durability and ability to withstand harsh conditions made it a trusted companion for long journeys across vast distances. The GAZ-21 was not only a civilian vehicle but also played a significant role in government and state services. It was often used by Soviet officials, police, and even the KGB. In many films and photographs from the era, the GAZ-21 can be seen as a background presence, reinforcing its cultural impact. For ordinary citizens, however, owning a Volga was considered a sign of success and privilege, as it was much more expensive and prestigious than smaller cars like the Moskvich. For many families, the Volga was an unattainable dream, something to be admired from afar. Inside, the Volga offered a spacious cabin with comfortable seating for 5 passengers. The interior design was relatively simple but practical, with an emphasis on durability. Depending on the production year, the car could be equipped with different dashboard designs, steering wheels, and upholstery. Compared to Western cars, the GAZ-21 lacked luxury features, but within the Soviet Union, it was seen as a higher-class automobile that provided both comfort and status. The production of the GAZ-21 went through 3 distinct series, each with its own changes in design and technical specifications. The first series, introduced in 1956, had a unique grille with a star emblem and was produced in relatively small numbers. The second series, from 1958, introduced the now classic vertical grille bars that most people associate with the GAZ-21. Finally, the third series, launched in 1962, featured further modernization, including a new dashboard and improved technical details. Each version helped refine the car, ensuring its place in Soviet automotive history. Beyond the borders of the Soviet Union, the GAZ-21 also gained recognition. Some units were exported to other socialist countries, as well as to Western Europe, where they were seen as unusual but intriguing alternatives to local cars. In places like East Germany, Poland, and Czechoslovakia, the Volga was considered an upscale vehicle often reserved for officials. Its strong build and distinctive style gave it a certain charm even outside the Soviet Union, though it never achieved mass popularity in Western markets. The GAZ-21 Volga has also left a lasting impression in popular culture. It frequently appeared in Soviet films, literature, and photographs, becoming a symbol of mid-20th century life in the USSR. For many people, seeing a Volga on the streets was associated with authority, respect, and power. Even today, The car holds a nostalgic value for collectors and enthusiasts, often being restored and showcased at vintage car exhibitions. From a modern perspective, the GAZ-21 may seem outdated, with its modest power, simple features, and heavy build. However, it is impossible to deny its importance in automotive history. The car embodied the aspirations of Soviet society during the post-war years, combining elements of Western influence with Soviet practicality. It was built to last, and many examples of the Volga are still running today, proving the durability of its engineering. Today, classic car enthusiasts treasure the GAZ-21 Volga for its design and historical significance. Restored models are often displayed with pride, and owning one is considered a unique achievement. While it may never compete with Western classics like the Ford Mustang or Mercedes-Benz sedans in terms of global fame, within its cultural context, the GAZ-21 is every bit as iconic. It is remembered not just as a car but as a symbol of an entire era, representing both the progress and limitations of Soviet industry. The legacy of the GAZ-21 Volga is therefore much more than mechanical. It tells the story of a society in transition, a people striving for modernity, and a nation that wanted to showcase its achievements through design and engineering. To this day, the Volga remains one of the most beloved and respected cars of the Soviet Union, a timeless classic that continues to capture the imagination of enthusiasts all over the world.